Meridian Air Watch. Sponsored by P&O Stenoline.
Thanks to the rain washing pollutants away and the southerly wind keeping the air well mixed, pollution levels are low with good air quality. Today's readings of nitrogen dioxide were all recorded safely inside the low category. Now, as the unsettled weather looks set to continue, air pollution will stay low across the country.
Good evening. A mother and her 2 children have died in a house fire on the south coast. Neighbours raised the alarm just after lunchtime and firemen broke in to find their bodies. David Forsyth reports from Lancing.
Tonight, the road where the 3 died was sealed off. Scenes of crime investigators and the pathologist arrived, and it's thought the bodies will be removed overnight for post-mortem. The 3 perished in a bungalow after neighbours reported smelling soot and gas. At first, it was thought to have been a chimney blaze. When the fire crews arrived, they quickly realised there'd been a tragedy.
The fire brigade attended and found there had been evidence of a fire, although it was out in the premises. And as I say, there were 3 bodies. The doctors certified death, and we now will launch an inquiry. The exact nature of the inquiry I'm unable to determine at the present time, owing to the fact that we need a full forensic examination of the property, and clearly there need to be post-mortem examinations carried out.
Police are treating the deaths as a major crime and say there are suspicious circumstances. They're looking for the owners of the bungalow to eliminate them from inquiries. Firemen who attended are said to have been deeply shocked by the discovery of bodies in the lounge, including those of 2 children.
This is a particularly sad one, although we do have appropriate teams for debriefing officers who do attend scenes like this, and that has been put into operation this afternoon.
Tonight, police say they can't positively identify the family which died in this fire, but it is thought to be a woman and 2 children. They expect to release more details in the morning. What is surprising about this fire is that 3 people managed to die in a blaze which left hardly any structural damage. David Forsyth in Lancing for Meridian News.
Police have just released the victims' names. They were 35-year-old Linda Mulvihill, daughter Carly, who was 11, and her son Nicholas, who was 9. An investigation is underway after confidential records were sold at a boot sale in Sussex. The couple who bought a computer and discs found highly sensitive and confidential personal details of people working for the Littlewoods chain store Index.
Bank details, mortgage applications, arrears, sort code, account numbers, employers, managers being sacked from a little London firm, very confidential stuff, bizarrely.
Security officers have since seized the computer, and Littlewoods say it's investigating the matter. Train drivers in the southeast have been skidding past stations and straight through red lights, and their bosses are delighted. It's all part of a training scheme to prepare drivers for what can happen when there's black ice or leaves on the line. Train journeys to the north of England through London could become easier if new proposals are approved. Railtrack's Thameslink 2000 project means stations in the south of England would connect directly to those in the north. It'll benefit commuters from Ashford, Dartford, Brighton, Eastbourne and East Grinstead.
I think it's excellent news for anyone that lives in and around London, simply because it's a response to the congestion that we see every day on our roads and an ability to relieve the overcrowding on the current network.
2 newlyweds have arrived back from honeymoon to find their home painted in the colours of Newcastle United. As if that wasn't enough of a shock for Pete and Joe Curry from Worthing, Pete is a dedicated fan of arch rivals Middlesbrough. Peter Robinson reports.
All decked out in black and white, the colours of Newcastle United Football Club. And this is the moment Pete Curry and his new wife Jo arrived back at their home in Worthing from honeymoon. Pete is a fan of arch rivals Middlesbrough.
I don't believe it. I think it's hilarious. Honestly, I really do think it's hilarious. I don't think he does so much, but I think it's really funny.
Well, I mean, he's declared war now, hasn't he? Well, it was war anyhow. But I'll see him when I get hold of him.
The prank had been played by some of Pete's football teammates while the newlyweds were away in Mexico.
Having a long flight and coming back and tired, you know, when you meet that and you can't get in, you can't have a shower, you can't go to bed if you wanted to because you can't get into the house. I think it's a little bit hard.
Oh, Steve!
To make matters worse, Pete and Joe have had a 20-hour delay in their flight back from Mexico, so to say they're tired and emotional is an understatement. Peter Robinson in Worthing for Meridian News.
What a welcome home. That's it from us tonight. Good night.
Hello, good evening. We often describe showers as hit and miss. They've certainly been more hit than miss over the last 24 hours. If you stayed dry, you've been very, very lucky. Lots of showers around and more to come tomorrow. No surprise, really, when you see tomorrow's chart. A huge area of low pressure still dominates the scene with these quite strong southwest winds, and they'll be carrying more showers right across the region through tonight and through tomorrow as well. Some sunny spells to start the day, I think, certainly, but the showers building very, very quickly, and really the rest of the day will be pretty much like today was. So some sunny spells, bringing temperatures up to a fairly mild 19, but the showers never too far away, and all the threat, I think, of an odd thunderstorm thrown in there too, with blustery winds. But a better day, I think, on Saturday, mostly dry by Sunday.
Sun Life, sponsors of the Meridian weather, helping you plan for tomorrow.